Let's go ahead and add and simplify a few polynomial problems. In this first example, we're going to add two binomials. Remember, a binomial is an expression with two terms. Here we have the quantity of 4x plus 6 plus the quantity of 3x minus 4. This is a binomial, this is a binomial. Now notice that the sign in front of each binomial is a positive. Here we can see it. Here it's not written, but because a negative is not written, we can assume that that's a positive sign. Now before, when we talked about distributive property, the goal is to break up these groupings by eliminating the parentheses. And we do that by using distributive property. And so, just quick review, positive times a positive 4x is going to be 4x, and a positive times a positive 6 is plus 6, and then a positive times 3x is a positive 3x, and a positive times a negative 4 is a negative 4. And so by doing this distributive property, we are essentially getting rid of those groupings, and now we can simplify by combining like terms. We couldn't combine when we had those grouping symbols, but now we can. Here we have 4x and a 3x, or a positive 3x, and then we have a positive 6 and a negative 4. So you can just rewrite those variables and numbers and then combine. That's going to give us 7x and plus 2. Let's do one more addition example. Here we have 9x minus 3. This is a binomial, and we're going to add to that a trinomial. A trinomial is an expression that has three terms in it, and this will be 2x squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay, this is a 2. Again, there's no sign here, so that's a positive. And in the case before, if you realize that once we distributed the positive, we essentially got the same thing that was within the parentheses. So I'm going to just rewrite this without the parentheses. And same here. This is going to turn out to be the same, because a positive times a positive is a positive, and a positive times a negative is a negative. And then we've got that positive. So nothing really changes in terms of the signs of our numbers or our terms because of these positives, the one here and then the one that's really here, but we don't write it. So that's the nice thing about addition. We could easily break away those or break free from those grouping symbols without changing any numbers. Now we can combine like terms, and remember this exponent has a higher degree than the exponent here. This would be a 1 and this would be a 1. So we're going to always lead with the higher degree, and so this will go first. We don't have any other terms like this, so then we'll go to our positive 9x and our negative 4x, and then we'll go to our numbers. So we've got negative 3, positive 1. Now we're ready to simplify, and I'll do that. And it's pretty easy when we've grouped them like this. I always recommend rewriting them in this step, not to skip this step, because sometimes we miss things, or we don't put them in the order that we should. So anyway, I know it's a little extra step, but it really guarantees that you're going to get the correct answer.